3, 2, 1, take 2.
Welcome to the battlefield. Welcome to the war.
And God bless them.
Thank you all. Hallelujah. Clap to your president.
For God's sake, this man cannot remain in power.
We should probably start to think about what exactly we want. Because right now, we're so convinced that we're number one. We're still looking around as countries all over the world pass us. Because we've become apathetic to everything around us. Because we don't care about our local communities. Because we have invested more in party and personality than we have in policy. It's probably something that it is way past time to address. We want to claim ourselves to be the world leader. Funny thing about that is you actually have to lead.
And I'm not speaking only on national levels, I'm speaking also internationally. And I see the need for action, I see the need for a great reset.
I just did this. We changed something.
Ma'am, why are you in the stove?
Won't you ask him? Won't you ask him why I'm in the stove?
To accelerate, let's say, our transition into a green economy, because
She's doing that for 4 hours! Ma'am, you ready to come out here and talk this out?
That's a culture which we've created, a commercial culture, which orchestrates alienation, loneliness, unhappiness, a sense of inadequacy, and promises of us that if we invest in that culture, both financially and personally, which is a culture that at its core is about the cult of the self, we can find the happiness that they have destroyed. But of course, as Proust understood, every time we buy their experience, whether just commercially or emotionally, or their product, it is only the starting point for new desires. And the writers of the Bible understood that idols demand, in the beginning, the sacrifice of others, but in the end, like Moloch, they always demand your sacrifice. You are sacrificed on that altar. And I think that spiritual malaise, that cult of the self, has created tremendous depression and unhappiness, which is fed by this never-ending cycle. I mean,
Hey. Score still 21-32?
Yeah, just like a jean size.
Light beer.
More taste or less taste?
I don't care.
Kind of how your girlfriend doesn't care that you're borrowing her pants?
Called skinny jeans. Kind of in right now.
They're kind of not.
Man up.
There are many forms of the self-presentation that obsesses a figure like Trump. It's what Neil Gabler called life, the movie.
Come here, honey. I love you. I hate you. I hate you, Sarah. I'm gonna kill you.
Calm down.
You know, we all have our own versions of it. It's about posturing. It's not about truth, and it's certainly the opposite of friendship. Friendship, and most of us, if we're honest, will acknowledge that we probably only have 2 or 3 real friends, and some of us have none.
The U.S. makes up 4.25%, roughly, of the world population. All that wealth, all that power, 16.6% of the world's lost. American exceptionalism, that's lethal in a whole bunch of ways.
I want to know about these systems.
I just explained it. Housing,
That's
food.
one, and I've agreed that.
Andrew, you're not living on the same fucking planet we are.
I think you are not living in the planet most Americans are, which is why this kind of extremism, this anti-white extremism, is losing popular support.
This is what happens when you don't talk about it. This is what happens when white people don't talk about it, is you have racist dog whistle tropes like this.
Vanavond topmodels singing on ice. Maar nu eerst Men with Talent.
That actually perpetuate and perpetuate and perpetuate. So I did not come on this show to sit here and argue with another white man. That's one of the reasons that we don't even engage with white men at Race to Dinner. You know, because quite honestly, if white men were going to do something about racism, you had 400 years. You could have done it. Okay? So tired of just engaging in this conversation and this deep hurt that Andrew has about talking about racism. And Chip, God bless you, but I'm gonna put everybody in the thing. All of us white people do this. I don't care if we say we're abolitionists. I don't care if we say we're progressive. I don't care if we're literally members of the KKK. Every single white person upholds these systems and structures of white supremacy, and we have got to talk about it.
If I could finger snap, I would finger snap right now.
Stop. Stop hurting America.
Okay, now,
But how quickly we'll lie to protect our reputation? How quickly we'll do it. Lie like a dog and don't even think anything about it, and then tell people we're not liars.
You've been doing a pretty good job with it yourself there. So you're taking words out of context and blowing them out of proportion so that you don't have to deal with having to figure out a way to deconstruct the barriers that were put in place for black people in this country and give them a better chance.
Your opening segment.
Brilliant! Yes.
Biggest reductionist, one-sided, completely biased position.
Yes.
I wondered, have you lived in the same country as everybody else for the last 30 years? It was a straw man that you created.
But how quickly we'll lie to protect our reputation? How quickly we'll do it. Lie like a dog and don't even think anything about it, and then tell people we're not liars.
Appreciate where you live. You can love where you live, and you can honestly diagnose a terrible, terrible illness that has lived in this beautiful place that you call home and love, that you believe has metastasized into a cancer that can kill the very thing that you believe in so deeply about this country.
To improve that place and make it into the country that it stated it was in its founding documents is the duty of everybody who lives here. So do not tell me who I am or what I believe, a motherfucker.
I'm just saying that you made it.
Stop. Stop hurting America.
Okay, now,
And
Officer, apologize on behalf of my lady. Truth of the matter is, she's jealous of my experiments. Because I'm always thinking about science. I love science and outer space. And rockets. I believe man is destined to evolve.
Friendship is about a relationship where that person loves you enough to tell you the unpleasant truths about yourself you don't want to hear because they care.
Static electricity!
That ain't real!
Ma'am, static electricity is real. It's real as toothpaste. You should learn about them both.
You're having sex with Jesse again!
You're so stupid!
And that's a hole I can't fill. Friendship is about a relationship that ultimately is perhaps even beyond articulation, as is faith and the transcendent.
I'll tell you something, I want a big old strong man like this. I'm gonna get it on. I'm gonna try it.
Ma'am, please, let's keep this personal. I got a beautiful wife and I can't go home smelling like Jack Daniels and Easy Off.
Quit touching him!
I can touch whoever I want!
That person's bad. America's still good, but maybe something's just wrong with that person. It's a bad apple instead of a bad tree.
It's really hard to talk about this subject because
as a nation, we do believe our own mythology. So much so that we cannot ever, reconcile the fact that the foundation of it was pretty terrible.
Pocahontas had a raccoon friend. She sang songs every day, and she married him when she was 27.
Right.
Stop. Stop hurting America.
Okay, now, and
So love me now, so love me now, so love me.